Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a bit of a stormy camp this one. I've got loads of stuff to show you. I've got some stoves to show you, some homemade stoves. I'm going to show you this camp and we're going to have a good time. Thanks for coming. Right, I'm going to set up these buddy burner stoves. I've got a very big one to show you that you can use on an expedition, and you can take it with you on a plane because it's just wax. Watch this little short video that I made midweek and it shows you how to make them, and I'll set up the burners.
Any old bits of wax that I had lying around the house, and I had some beeswax as well, I melted in this tin. And it was messy at first. I just got wax everywhere, so it's always handy to put a piece of paper down, or better still, do it outside. But in the end, I resorted to using a spoon. I just had more control when I was pouring in to the stoves, you know. They take a lot of filling, these do, really. So the cardboard that I used for these was corrugated. It's basically what you get from cardboard boxes. And if you just cut it into strips and roll it around a pencil, long strips, you can slot them in quite easy. And then just keep building it up. The tighter you can get it, the better, really. Now, this cardboard would become a wick then, and obviously the wax would be the fuel. I decided to make a super stove. The tin that I was originally melting the wax with a minute ago, I decided I'm going to actually fill it with cardboard and I'm going to make a big survival stove out of it. It's just for a bit of fun, and I want to show you guys how long it lasts for. I don't know how long it's going to last for, but these things are worth trying out. I mean, it's even something you could take on a plane, and you could take to the Arctic maybe and have it as an emergency, you know, fire ready to go. But burn off your stoves once the wax is dry, burning them off, and it kind of gets all the wax level and beds it all in, and then you're ready to go. But you can always top up these stoves when you're burning them with more wax if you want, just by dropping a bit of an old candle in and top them up that way. You don't have to melt wax on the stove, you can just burn the wax in.
I'll just get this market wallet out of the way. Now, these market wallets are great because you can basically shove all your gear in it and just put it on your shoulder like that. Great for carrying kit. If you want to make one of these, I'll put a link in the description, and I've got a full video on how to do this. Right, let's get this burner lit. Now, I've done lots of variations of this. This is the one what I was saying that you could use in an emergency, but I've also made one that's even better. I'll get this going. We'll see how long it burns for. What I found was if I roll it like that, it can spread the flames easier. It takes a little bit to get going, this one, but the other one what I've made, what I'll show you in a minute, is much quicker. So now we have a good established fire. Like I said, when it burns down, we can just keep throwing twigs in it, and that can keep going all night. I'll show you the other one now. So you can make different variations of these. This one is made in a knit wax tin, and I can use a trivet from a Trangier cooker, which I'll show you, and you can just basically boil water on this. There's probably enough burn time in this to boil a cup of water, or maybe more. We'll experiment with these. But this is one that my friend Dave made out of a kiwi parade gloss boot polish tin. And what I found with this one was it was great because once it's heated up and the waxes have melted too much, you can put the lid on and it becomes a hand warmer, and I can put it in my pocket. So this is working quite well now, isn't it? So this is the one that I'm thinking is a better design. This would fit inside a British Army mess tin. Now, what I've done with this one is I put cotton wool with Vaseline, so I can start this with a spark, hopefully. I've not tried it yet. We'll see how this works. This one's been burning for about half an hour now, so you could cook your tea on it, couldn't you? Right, let's see how this works. Like I say, it's an experiment. I think this one here is far more portable than this one because of the square size of it. It would fit inside a mess tin. So I think this is the one I'm going to be using when I go to Finland. I think this is a great idea. I mean, your first night getting there, you're cold camping, you've got a little fire there, haven't you? I mean, in an emergency, you could use that to get a bigger fire going. I think these stoves are great. They've been around for a long time, these have. But I'm going to do some more experiments with these because I think we can go even further with this. I don't want to waste the wax in this one. I'm going to top this one up and use this on a tray. So to extinguish them, you just simply drop the lid on top like that, and it just puts it out, like so. And if you leave the lid on it, it stops it smouldering and stops your cardboard burning down. Like I say, your hand warmers then. George wants a drink, so we'll see how it works and make a drink for him. Like I say, it's a miserable day today. Just pop that trivet on top there. This is a Trangier trivet. You can get these off Amazon, they just collapse down. But these fit perfectly on the smaller tins as well. Works quite well, that. Just push it down in the wax a little bit and bed it in. I think if you can use containers with lids, it's better because then the wax fumes aren't going to get in your food, are they? So this shelter setup now, I've got a great big 4x4 DD tarp that's sheltering us from the wind, and it's just a great kitchen area. I've got to watch this because I've just noticed this trivet's moving. So maybe on the smaller tins you'll get away with using one of these trivets, but I think on the bigger tins, I think they're a bit of a problem. You might be worth getting some type of rack system going there. I'll just take that off for a second. So this is a British Army command post tent canvas. Very waterproof, I've had it a long time. I've got a log stove in it, so me and George have got a really dry, warm place for tonight. We've got my mate Niall coming later as well, so we've got a kitchen area where we can prep wood and we can cook. Stuff like that. I think I'm going to have to put a chain off this hanger here because it's just going to tip on that trivet. So this has been burning now for about an hour, would you say, George? We've been here about an hour now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you getting a bit cold? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
What I might do is light the fire for him properly, you know. Like, there's no danger of that tipping now, is there? If you watch my previous video, we was cooking with pie irons. So I brought the pie iron again, but I've got some other stuff to show you that we're going to cook up in them later on. Right, we're about an hour and a half burn time on this so far. It's still burning away. So if you've not had this before, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, if you've not had this before, it's called Drink Me Chai. It's fantastic. It's lightweight. One of these lasts me a week on an expedition. It's basically like a chai latte, and it's delicious. You don't need sugar and you don't need milk. It's just this powder form, and you just drop it in and you're ready to go. The problem is George tends to drink all my supply of this, don't you, mate?
Yeah.
I do apologise for the sound quality on this video, but it is raining. Oh, it's really nice, that. Honestly, if you've not had this before, it's a great drink. So this is another stove that I've made using an old antique tobacco tin. But what I found was this old kind of lamp trivet thing that I've adapted that I can push in the end. I have to bend it in a little bit, but I push it in the end and that becomes a trivet on the top of there. I mean, that fits inside this little cup, so you know, if you're on a day hike or something like that, you've got a hand warmer there and you've got a means of making yourself a hot cup of tea or drink me chai. Right, I've got the log stove lit now. George is getting a little bit cold, so I'm going to get him inside the tent and he's going to cook up some food on the pie iron. I've already filled the pie iron with some cheese and ham toasties, so we've got one each. Very wet today. Right, so when I was making these burners, what I did is I cut cardboard into strips, and in my wax, what I melted on the stove at home, I dropped these cardboard strips in, and now I've got what's known as tinder card. Now, these are great, waterproof, but in an emergency you can use it as a fire lighter. I'll just get this established now. So that would burn for quite a while. It'll give you an extended flame, won't it? These just fit into my pouch or my belt kit in here. Just always good to have these things, isn't it? Right, George, should we get you inside the tent now? Get warm. Don't go and sit on your bed at the back. We've got cot beds on this camp because it's so damp. I just thought we'd have some raised beds. I've got them. So we're doing a little bit of glamping on this video, aren't we? So this is still burning. I think we're about 2.5 hours in now, George, would you say? Yeah, about 2.5 hours. So I'm guessing about a 3-hour burn time on this burner. Oh, that's fantastic, that is. So I've pre-prepared in here some ham and cheese toasties. So there's one each for me and George. I'll get these on the stove. I actually think that these are lightweight enough to take on an expedition. If you watch my video that I did before this one, there's a link in the description to these. I actually think they're really good. Right, I think I'm going to light the fire outside now as well. Let's get a real good, nice, warm atmosphere going. I might get some music on. And we're just going to cook up some food and have a good time, aren't we, buddy? Whoa. I don't know if you can see on my camera, but it's a bit dark in here, isn't it? I think they're done, George, to be honest. Oh, a bit more this side. Needs a bit more cooking on that other side, actually.
Oh. Getting excited.
Another couple of minutes. I forgot which end it is. It's back today. It is cold and miserable today, but with this stove, it's lovely and warm, isn't it? Sorry?
I prefer the heat when it's cold because you appreciate it more.
You do, you appreciate the fire more, don't you, when it's cold? Are you still playing with that flint striker?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's lovely and warm in here. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, just press that subscribe button. It really helps my channel out. The more subscribers I get, the more chance I've got for my channel to be successful. I don't think a lot of people get monetized on YouTube. Out of millions of people doing it, I think it's only a small percentage that actually make it, so it's very difficult. This camp itself took a lot of work to set up. I've had to come midweek because I've been very busy with my parents and things. I had to set this up in advance. Last night it was my mother's 80th birthday party, so happy birthday, Mother. So I was at that, and then this morning me and George got up and we had to come down here and start filming. So yeah, if you could subscribe, like and comment for me, that would be fantastic, and thanks very much for doing so. Oh, you could make a double one doing this. Look at that. Right, George, there you go.
Very nice. You're missing out.
They're not missing out. We're going to get some of these pie irons, I think, and do it at home if we want. I almost forgot. George actually made one of these, what they call buddy burners. I think that's the name of them, isn't it? But what George came up with, he left a hole in the centre of his, melted wax in it, and he's put cotton wool in the middle of it. And the idea is you can just strike this cotton wool and get it going. Let's see if this one works. Let's see how long this one burns for. We'll time it in A and see how long it lasts. The other one's still going strong. I think we're over 3 hours in on this one, definitely. Like I said, if you throw some twigs on the top of it, you got a bit of a fire pit there, haven't you? And you can keep it going. But a 3 hour burn time on something like that's great. You could use it just before bedtime, couldn't you? And you could have it underneath a tarp. It doesn't give off a great big flame, so... And the fumes aren't too bad. As long as you've got a bit of ventilation there, you could probably use it to heat up your shelter a little bit, I suppose. Right, it's still burning strong, the little burner that George made. We're 15 minutes in and it's still burning strong. Right, we're all going to relax now. We're going to just enjoy this fire. I'm going to get going. I want you to listen to this song I've made. It's called Pathways of the Mind. And I put a lot of thought into this one. It's my words and it's my rhymes, but I've used AI for the music and for the voices, and I chose the genre of it. It's a real nice song. I'm not a lover of AI, as you know, but without it, I couldn't get these songs out because I can't afford to pay a band to sing my songs, can I? But yeah, listen to this and just enjoy this camp. And then Niall will be coming later on and we'll do some more stuff together, eh?
As we wander down the deep pathways of our minds, leather hobnail boots, just our footprints left behind. With my canvas backpack and compass hung from a chain, we set off on our self-made journey down the woodland again.
Through the whispering trees where the wild things grow, in nature's embrace we let our spirits flow. Each step a reminder of the road that we tread. The stories of old echo in the words we've said. Can you see, if we just push forward, away from this false world, so full of lies and man-made smoke screens, the world we can camp free and wild beneath expansive skies, finding peace in the quiet where the heart truly lies.
We wear old gear made with tender care, leather bags, canvas trousers, treasures found somewhere. Roll out your swags now, let's cook up some food. Ready for the night stars, the owls and the moon's move.
We found our real world under trees on mountains high, across open seas, in deserts where the valleys lie. Our spirits like the breeze, they dance and they soar, embracing the wild, always longing for more.
Can you see, if we just push forward, away from this false world,
setting my soul forever free. With every snowfall, the rain kissing the ground, every seed and tree bursting forth all around. Hear the song of the truth that we chase. Gather closer to our only chosen space. In the gentle quiet where our worries unfold, we find comfort in nature, a story retold. Let's walk these pathways, both ancient and new. Together we'll wander, just me and you. With leather boots grounding us soft on this earth, we'll celebrate life's wonders and all its worth. Can you see, if we just push forward, away from this false world, so full of lies and man-made smoke screens swirled, we can camp free and wild beneath expansive skies, finding peace in the quiet where the heart truly lies. So here's to our journey, our laughter, our song. Underneath the starlit heavens, we know we belong. With our hearts open wide and our dreams in our sight, we'll roam these deep pathways until the morning
Well, Niall's got the right idea. He's got a cot bed as well. You might as well use them in damp conditions. It's dried up a little bit. The wind's come out a little bit now and it stopped raining, but it's going to come in again, the rain. No sooner have I mentioned the rain, it started to rain again. George has got the right idea. He's pinched my chair, the one closest to the fire. Yeah, I enjoyed that song before. I think that was a good one. Right, George's buddy burner that we was burning earlier on, I think it was about 20 minutes burn time. And that's pretty good for something that size, 20 minutes, isn't it? I mean, this is just a Vaseline tin that is used, but, you know, you could make 5 or 6 of these and have them in your cup and just use them like that if you wanted to. So, how are you enjoying the camp?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you tired today?
No, just cold.
You're cold? Put your wool shirt on, you'll be warm with that, or get your blanket. That's what they're there for. Wrap yourself up in a wool blanket, mate.
It's
It's
itchy.
itchy. You and itchy things. Niall's been a very good lad and he's brought some bags of wood with him because everything's so wet. Sometimes we bring wood in from home. It just makes sense sometimes. So in the music part of the video, you see me light the fire with a bit of tinder card. But what I did, I got some tinder card and I wrapped basically it round on itself. So what I did, I pushed matches in the holes of a corrugated bit of the card, and I just rolled it up, and I had a couple of waterproof matches in as well, and then I could just strike it and just light the fire. It's just a quick and easy way of doing it in a situation that's a bit wet like today, isn't it? It's just, these kits are handy to make, you know. Now I'm going to have to move this chair now because it's a little bit too close to this warm fire, even though it's tempting to stay here. In fact, George, do you want to sit on it? Oops. If I put it like that.
I'm alright.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
This is absolutely luxury right now. The heat from the fire is coming in the tent, it's bouncing off this tarp. So inside here now is quite warm. I've let the stove nearly go out now. I'm going to let it die down. I'm going to relight it again later on this evening, just before bed, so that you're warm, George. And then in the morning we're going to light it and we're going to cook some Charlie cakes up in the pie iron. Now you might have seen the Eccles cakes that I normally eat, but George found a packet called Charlie cakes. I don't know if they're a rip-off from Eccles cakes or not. It's basically the same thing, but a bit thinner the Charlie cakes. But we've got some honey butter as well. We're going to drizzle some honey butter on those for breakfast in the morning. Anyway, I think me and Niall are going to have a beer now.
There you go, George. We'll let it cool down for a bit. There we go.
Do you ever use a sissy stick, Niall?
Should do really, shouldn't I?
Maybe, yeah. It is a sharp axe. It's not just that. I was in the pub the other week and I bumped into an old friend of mine who chopped the end of his fingers off.
All right.
I said, how did you do that? He says he was chopping wood late at night and he was just tired, and yeah, he cut the end of his fingers off. One of them, he can't feel the nerves in it. So yeah, just be careful with axes, guys. So in conclusion, with this tin burner, this buddy burner that we did before the experiment, it's about 3.5 to 4 hours burn time with this, which I think is ample. Now what you could do with you, if you wanted to, is bring some wax in your bags or candles, and when it starts dying out, just throw them on top and it'll just keep melting into it and it will keep burning again. I think I could probably keep one of these burning for 10 hours, no problem, if I had extra wax with me. Well, that is definitely something now I think the team are going to use. And I hope that was useful to you, because there's a lot of videos about the buddy stoves, isn't there? But not many. I haven't seen any about big buddy burners, you know. So that was a good experiment, I think.
Far in the distance, the smoke climbing high, straight up to the heavens, a calm still sky. Underneath the trees, under tarps we lay, looking out through the woodland where the wild creatures stay. Nature surrounds us, a canvas so wide, the secrets it holds in honesty can't hide. Each breath we take, filled with pine and the earth, in this timeless sanctuary we find our rebirth. Look deep in the wood, see the shadows dance, run if you could, phantoms of the night now, the wolves are on the hunt. Run dear run, hear the echoes and the grunt. grabbing our backpacks. Down the path we go, foraging and collecting all that we need, never taking too much. There's no selfish greed. Canvas backpacks, bedrolls, and old-fashioned swags. Pouches we made from old bits of rags. Brass lanterns swinging, lighting up our camp with a strong glow, guiding us like a lamp. Look deep in the wood. See the shadows dance. Run if you could. Phantoms of the night now. The wolves are on the hunt. Run, dear, run. Hear the echoes and the grunt. For the night is a different realm, full of endless life. The deep darkness covering the movement of foxes and wolves, like phantoms, silent and fast, with no sound, profound. They glide through the branches, they dance on the ground. Each rustle in the leaves tells a story untold of ancient spirits whispering, bold yet controlled. Gathered around the fire as it starts to grow, wool blankets to keep us warm in the glow. The crackle of the wood, a comforting song in the cradle of nature, is where we belong. Each flicker of flame paints a shadow on the night as we share tales and laughter till the morning light. Look deep in the wood. See the shadows dance. Run if you could. Phantoms of the night now. The wolves are on the hunt. Run, dear, run. Hear the echoes and the grunt. So far in the distance, the stars start to rise under the moonlight.
Right, guys, we're going to bed now. We're going to see you in the morning. Have you finished with that?
No, I could just eat
I'll give it you in bed. Do you want to, where are you going?
Putting these books on the chair.
Okay, I'm just going to make your bed. Teddy's. Come on. There you go. There he is. Okay?
Yeah.
Warm?
Yeah.
Okay, lie down. Settle down. It's quite early. It's about 9:30, but I find in autumn and winter time it's great to go bed early, you know. I'm just gonna get into bed and hopefully have a wonderful night's sleep. I'm not gonna light the log stove. We don't need to. The one from the fire's just coming into the tent really nice now, isn't it, George?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you cozy?
Yeah.
just like, I get better sleep when I'm camping than I do at home, to be honest. This shirt's going to become a great pillow. Right guys, good night. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. We slept quite well when we did sleep, but the wind woke us up a few times in the night. I think I had a little bit, well, I didn't have too much to drink last night, but I think I was a little bit tipsy when I went to bed. So we're going to cook some breakfast now. We're going to have some cheese toasties again. We're going to have some Charlie cakes, and we're just melting the honey butter now, so I'm going to have that with it. And I'm going to get the kettle on as well. I just hate packing up after a camp. It's just quite depressing. I was just saying to Niall, you know, if we gave up our jobs and just lived in the woods, we'd probably be happier. But we can't do that. But at least at weekends we can get out doing this, can't we? That's done. Just melting this honey butter. It's a little bit burnt. Be careful, the cheese is melting. Don't burn your lips, it's hot.
Thank you.
Charlie cakes. Right, thanks for coming everyone. I'm going to have to go now. I've got a load of stuff I've got to do today. But thanks very much for coming, and press subscribe and all that. And I'll see you very soon.